Hi, I'm Andrea. Thank you so much for joining me for this 30-minute yoga practice. Couple things. I have a yoga mat. If you don't happen to have one, don't worry about it. Find a place in your house that might have some carpeting, or you could use a rug that's nice and sturdy. I just don't want anything that's going to slip out from underneath you or that feels too hard or too slick. I'm barefoot. If you feel more comfortable with shoes, that's fine. I have 2 yoga blocks. A great substitute can be 2 thick books, and I encourage you to use the stuff around you. Maybe a hand on a wall for balance sometimes is nice, or a cushion from your couch, pillow from your bed, throw blankets to pad your knees, things to sit on. Use what you've got so that this can be as enjoyable as possible. We'll start today in a child's pose, so let me show you some options for child's pose. We make our way onto the ground, and you could keep your toes curled under. You might have one of those cushion objects, a folded blanket under your knees. You could start with your hands out in front of you so you can ease back, hips towards heels. For some of you, this is going to feel just fine, and you can uncurl your toes and sink your hips towards your heels. Others of us are going to feel like, I kind of like that forward position, not so much flexion in my knees, and I could possibly use something under my forehead, a block, one of those cushions from your couch. So design something that turns into a place where we can turn the arrows of attention inward and stop so that we can start. Stop being quite so pulled to the distractions, text messages and so on, and really turn inward and find the rise and the fall of our breath. That becomes a tool. Our breath goes 2 different directions. Our minds are capable of going about 1 million different directions if we let them. So let's drop into the here and now. One breath at a time. We'll stay with this mindset and continue to make breath our priority as we come kneeling. So there may be some props that you need to scooch out of the way. Maybe that folded blanket still feels good under your knees. Let's curl our toes under here, kneeling. And once we're kneeling, interlace your hands behind your back. A kitchen towel can be a great tool if this is tight. And when we drag our knuckles down, chances are we're lifting our chin up. Instead of doing that, let your chin stay parallel to the ground. And let's think of this as a heart opener of sorts. So there's almost a weighted feeling to those knuckles as they extend down towards our tailbone. But we're lifting our belly towards our spine so it doesn't dump into our lower back. We'll bend our elbows and take this interlace to our right hip, and then consider moving your elbows towards each other. This is just a question mark. It's not force. That too is going to have its stretch. It's stretch and it's freedom. It's stretch and it's breath. And then as we drag our knuckles down again, relace with the other pinky on the bottom. Get that feeling of weightedness, and then tuck your interlace on your left hip. And it's a magnetic tug of elbows towards each other. And then a stretch and some breath. 3 open-hearted moments. Drag that knuckle interlace towards your tailbone, and then bring yourself to hands and knees. And with our hands planted on the ground, let's push the ground away. This is actually quite different from that interlace. Our shoulder blades, which are like our wings behind us, are now in protraction. So when you push the ground away, they travel away from each other. When we interlace, and if we collapse, they come towards each other. So when we're weight bearing, which we are right now, we want to engage our muscles, push the ground away. Feel like there's little fingers of muscles around your ribs called the serratus anterior that are also part of this call to action project. And then walk your knees just about 4 inches further back. So this now becomes a modified plank, but not one where we're collapsed in those shoulder blades and not one where we're dumping into our lower back. We'll shift our body weight forward and keep using that core connection, low belly towards your spine. And when you catch yourself in your fingers, push the ground away, so keep the feeling of your muscles working as we bend our elbows and come all the way down onto our bellies. And then once we're on our belly, uncurl your toes, press the tops of your feet down onto your mat, and then traction yourself so that your heart moves through the gateway of your arms. We'll lower down and bring our forearms onto our mat. Our forearms are parallel to the long edges of our mat. And that's a Sphinx pose as we traction our elbows towards us. And again, our heart moves to the gateway of our arms. We want to use our legs, so press the tops of your feet down. Let your kneecaps lift away from the ground. And let's check on that chin situation. Let your chin stay parallel to the ground. So this is shoulder blades moving towards each other, what we didn't want when we were weight bearing, but right now we actually do want that. And then we'll lower down, bring your hands next to your ribs, curl your toes under, come through all fours in one chunk. And then once we're here on all fours in one chunk, pushing the ground away, imagine that there's a hook in your tailbone that lifts you up and back into an inverted V. You're pushing down into the ground and push your mat away from you. It's our first down dog. I'm on the balls of my feet with a deep bend to my knees, and my feet are wider than hip distance. You might borrow that theory. If you like hip distance, great. If you want to work your heels a little closer to the ground, that's fine. But if it's rounding in your back, let's try to keep a very long spine our priority. And I mean spine, back body, but also side body and front body. Walk your feet forward to your hands. We arrive hip distance and parallel. Then bend your knees quite deeply and either find the interlace that we did or find your kitchen towel or a strap, a sash from your bathrobe might work here. And cascade your arms up and over, keeping our knees bent, letting our head relax a little bit, and finding a bit of an opening in our shoulders and in our chest. Lower your interlace towards your tailbone and relace with the other pinky on the bottom. If you're using a strap or a towel, that won't apply. And this time, you might move your legs a little bit towards straight. That's not a priority. If it starts to round a lot, keep just as much bend as you need to in your knees. Place your hands on your hips, firm your belly, come all the way up to standing. We're hip distance and parallel here. And then we'll inhale, reach our arms up and out and V-shape, thumbs to the sky. Exhale, hinge at your hips, hands to your thighs. Let's stay hands on thighs for a moment. And use some of the things that we just discovered on our bellies here in a forward fold. A forward fold is not a forward round. So let your hands on your thighs. Press into something that feels a bit like that belly back bend that we got into. We'll hinge and slide our hands maybe a little bit lower to the ground, but we want to keep the length in our spine a priority. And then bend your knees deeply, as deep as you need to get your hands flat, palms flat on the ground. Push the ground away, and then push the ground away from you like you're trying to scoot your mat away off the front edge of your mat. And then come to plank position, shoulders over our wrists. And remember, we're pushing the ground away. We're not collapsed. Plant your knees down like a really great kickstand. Shift a bit forward. Use the strength of your arms. Lower all the way down onto your belly. Uncurl your toes and come into a cobra pose. Press into the tops of your feet. Be wise about your chin. And then lower down. Curl your toes under. We come to all fours, so in one chunk. And then the hook in our tailbone takes us to our inverted V, our down dog. Walk your feet forward to your hands and arrive hip distance and parallel. Slide your hands up, inhale. Glide your hands down, exhale. We will inhale, rise, reach, thumbs to the sky, a V, and then we pause. Arms along our sides, palms face out. Let's flow that one more time. Inhale, V shape. Exhale, hinge at your hips, hands to your thighs, or maybe shins or ankles. Glide your hands up, inhale, lift that heart, bend your knees, palms flat. Step to our inverted V down dog, push the ground away, and then come to a plank. Continue pushing the ground away and plant your knees down. Belly firm, lower all the way down to the ground. Uncurl your toes, bring yourself to cobra pose. And then we'll lower down. Curl your toes under on all fours. And then our downward facing dog. Hips lift up and back. Our heads as relaxed as we can allow it to be, and then we'll walk our feet forward to our hands. We're hip distance and parallel. Slide your hands up, inhale. Glide your hands down, exhale. We will inhale, rise, reach thumbs to the sky, V, and then we pause here in our mountain. Step out wide, and as you do, let's do a bit of housekeeping. Take your 2 books or blocks and place them off the back edge of your mat, so not underfoot, but within reach. And then gaze at the other long edge of your mat. That's going to become the front edge. Take your arms wide and aim your ankles underneath your wrists, so that's a good starting point. Turn your right leg out, so your right foot is facing the short edge of your mat, and now sneak this left heel at a 45-degree angle. When we bend our front knee, we want a vertical line from our right knee to our right ankle, so that might take a little adjusting. Thumbs are to the sky, and instead of swinging that right hip out behind us, hug that right hip underneath you and press this left thigh bone back behind you. And then our arms are wide, our wings are wide. And you'll straighten that front leg and find the interlace behind your back that we found kneeling. And we will take our interlace on our right hip and find the magnet feeling of our elbows towards each other, and then bend back into our warrior 2 position. So be careful with this interlace that it's not encouraging you to struggle in your neck or dump into your low back. Hug that right hip underneath you, and let's just enjoy that there is a stretch in the front of our chest here. We have 3 moments. Keep your left arm behind your back. Take your right forearm across your thigh. And then once you get situated here, forearm on the thigh, begin to use that to rotate your chest to the sky. Remember, right hip's hugging underneath us. 3 moments where we are. Keep this left arm behind your back. Upright your torso and let your right arm reach to the sky, thumb to the sky. And then once again, we'll straighten that right leg. Imagine that you've got a karate chop, which you kind of almost maybe do with that left hand and your right hip, and reach way out. Find your book or your block on the outside of that right foot. And once you're situated, you'll turn those right ribs, those bottom ribs towards the sky. And then we stay and breathe. 3 moments together here. If you can, keep your left arm as it is. Take a look down, little micro bend in our right knee, and we firm our belly, moving our prop out of the way and uprighting our torso. This left hand for the time being is still behind our back. Turn all toes to face the long edge of your mat, and then heel toe just a little. So it's like we're about to do a plie. Heels in, toes out. Back of my left hand is to the small of my back, and I'm looking to open up my heart instead of collapse in. I pat myself on the back with my right hand for doing such a great job so far, and then we'll bend our knees as we head into a plie. So right hand is just aiming somewhere towards your shoulder blades, towards in between your shoulder blades. Maybe left hand tries to reach up to scratch an itch between your shoulder blades or reach those right fingertips, but we're not doing that at the expense of dumping into lower backs or struggling in our neck. So just find a place where it's manageable. You can always straighten your legs if you need to. We've got 3 moments just like this. Into our shoulders, into our hips. Straighten your legs. Turn all toes to face that long edge. Gently release your arms. That left arm might feel the evidence of what we just did. And then we will turn our left leg out so that our left foot's facing the short edge of our mat. Sneak our right heel at a 45-degree angle. Arms are wide to start with, thumbs to the sky. And when we bend our left knee, we check that vertical line, left knee to left ankle. I remind you, we're not letting that left hip swing behind us. We want to feel like it's hugging beneath us. It's called an external rotation. And then there's a little extension at the hip as we press that right thigh bone into the hamstring instead of let it be a forgotten back leg. We'll stay for a moment just like this. and then straighten our front leg and interlace our hands or find our strap. Swap it so the unlikely pinky is on the bottom, and then tuck the interlace at your left hip. Bring that magnetic feeling of your elbows towards each other as you bend your left knee, so we head back into our Warrior Two stance. We're just checking. It's not that we're doing anything wrong, but we're making sure that we're not tempted to struggle in necks and low backs. And probably your chest feels a stretch. It's an uplift of our heart. 2 moments together here. Try to keep that right arm basically as it is, and we will take our left forearm across that left thigh. And then once we get situated, and it might mean a little bit more forward and back space in your stance, think karate chop with that left arm as we rotate our left ribs towards the sky. And then we breathe together just like this. If you can, think of keeping this right arm behind your back until further notice. We upright our torso and V-shape our left arm, and then we will straighten that left leg and reach way out with our left hand, probably finding a book or a block. You could try to use your shin. I just don't want you to push too hard and hyperextend. And then once we found this hinge at our hip, let's rotate our left ribs towards the sky. Use that back arm to encourage that action. Just a couple more moments in our triangle with a half bind. Little micro bend in our left knee. Upright your torso. Bring yourself all the way, and then turn your toes to face the long edge. Heel toe just a little so it looks like you're about to do a plie. Heels in, toes out. Back of your right hand to the small of your back is fine. I've already got a little bend in my knees, but you can keep your legs straight, and you can visit straight legs anytime you'd like. Pat yourself on the back with your left hand. Maybe right arm reaches up a little bit higher. You could envision that you've got a little scratch, a little itch to scratch in between your shoulder blades, and you can use that strap, dropping it down from your top hand to your bottom hand. And then let's see if we can stay here and soak for a couple moments in this hip and shoulder stretch. Straighten your legs. Turn your toes forward. Gently release your arms. Maybe keep your strap or find your interlace. We're in a wide-legged forward fold with our hands interlaced behind our back. We'll hinge forward and cascade those arms up and over. And if it feels like you need to release your hands on the ground, you're welcome to do that anytime. There's a micro bend feeling, a muscular feeling to our legs, even though they're kind of sort of straight. They're never locked out. And we can think of the stresses of the day wringing out of our shoulders and just falling onto the ground as if we're a little wash rag wringing ourselves out. Maybe you're a dish towel with your dish towel between your hands. And then let's place our hands on our hips, firm our bellies, and come all the way upright. Once we're upright, heel toe, make your way to the front edge of your mat, feet hip distance and parallel. We inhale and V-shape, and then we'll exhale, hinge, hands to thighs or shins or ankles. Glide your hands up, inhale, bend your knees as deeply as you need to, palms flat, step back to down dog. Once we're in downward facing dog, lift your right leg back behind you, step that right foot forward. You may want or need to help it along. We'll take our 2 books or blocks just because they can be helpful and walk our right foot over towards the right. Bend in your back knee a bit, upright your torso, sometimes visiting hands on top of your right thigh is helpful. Take your arms out to the side, either a fist bump behind your back or hold elbows behind your back. A few of you will do a prayer behind your back, but what I don't want is a struggle to do a prayer and then something that resembles this. Think of opening your heart. Let that be the priority. It doesn't matter what the status of your arms are. And we have 3 moments here. Carefully release your hands to your blocks or even fingertips on the ground and lower that back knee. Once you've lowered your back knee, make a prayer in front of your heart, and let's lift our heart up into this prayer and keep that as we hinge into a twist. Left elbow hooks outside our right thigh, and with every inhale we're using that leverage to create something that almost feels like the interlace behind our back and a little bit like the twist that we did in Warrior 2. 2 moments together like this. Unwind, move your blocks out of your way, come to down dog. Once you're in down dog, lift your left leg behind you. Swoop that left foot forward and help it along. And then trot your 2 blocks in, walk that foot to the left a little for extra room. Bend your back knee, and then you might climb onto your left thigh with your hands. And then arms out to the side, a fist bump, holding of elbows, or perhaps growing a prayer behind our back. But we want to keep that wide open feeling in our chest. Shoulder blades are actually moving towards each other, not away from each other. 2 moments here. Carefully release. Find your books or blocks or fingertips on the ground and lower that back knee. And then we make our prayer now in front of our heart, and we lift our heart up into that prayer. Hinge forward a bit, and it's right elbow on the outside of our left thigh. Every inhale, we grow a little longer. Every exhale, little loving nudge into our upper back bend feeling twist. 2 moments. Unwind and bring your hands to your blocks, and then swoop your left knee next to your right knee. You could take your 2 books or blocks and place them on the outside of your heels, just in case. We'll reach our arms to the sky in V shape, and then make half circles away from one another, and place your thumbs on your sacrum, so that heavy feeling of rooting into our tailbone and tailbone into heels. Instead of elbows out to the side, let them point back behind you, and you can go up and over. We're not going to drop our head back, but this is plenty. You could do the interlace and just take it a little bit further than we did earlier. You might find your books or blocks with your fingertips, and then let that bring you a little bit deeper in a careful way into this upper back bend. Your low belly is lifting. We're not throwing our head back. We're letting this be right in that thoracic spine where we want it. 2 moments. And then gently bring yourself upright. Scoot your 2 blocks out of the way. And swing your legs around so that you're seated. Once you're seated, feet hip distance and parallel, knees are bent up to the sky. Here's our interlace again. Palms are flat. Find your shoulder blades towards each other. Lift your hips up. Stay here, or we interlace again, and we can scoot our shoulder blades towards each other. It's really the back bend we just did kneeling, but now it happens to be on the ground. 2 moments, just like this. Ease your way all the way down onto the ground, and scoot your hips right as you let your knees spill over to the left. It is possible that you cross your right knee over your left knee as you do that, if it feels good in your body. And then we'll come to center and scoot our hips to the left. Let our knees spill over to the right. Maybe left knee crosses over right knee. And then we come back to center. Make sure you're even here on your mat, and we'll cross our right ankle on top of our left thigh. This might be enough stretch. You could thread the needle, reach through the space and interlace around your left hamstring or around your left shin. You'll want some dorsiflexion action in this ankle so it's not a floppy ankle. And if you're lifting your head up off the ground, which I'm doing to look at you, but if you're doing that because it's a struggle, put a book or a block underneath your head, and then let's get quiet and stretch for a few moments. You're always welcome to close your eyes if you'd like to. If that's uncomfortable, let things get soft, a soft gaze. This is our wind down towards our final Shavasana meditation. So softer and softer as we go. And then we'll release and switch sides. Left ankle on top of right thigh. This could be plenty. Maybe left hand through the space. You could interlace on top of the shin, around the hamstring, and then we take some time here. Get quiet, wind down, and stretch out. Gently release this side. If you've got something under your head, take that out from underneath your head and just give both knees a squeeze into your chest or as close to your chest as they allow. And then we'll place our feet on the ground and arrange our shoulder blades towards each other. We've talked about them a little bit, and here's some tactile feedback for them. Stay here in constructive rest if you want to, or extend one leg and then the other. Here as well, if it's comfortable, close your eyes. If not, soften your gaze and let your body fall into the arms of the earth. Let your breath begin to naturally deepen. You could wiggle fingers and toes. You might even give yourself a stretch in opposite directions. And we'll gather our knees into our chest and roll to our side. Take your time bringing yourself up to any comfortable position. Might be a seated cross-legged position. You're welcome to sit on a book or a block. And then place your hands on your heart. And let's uplift our heart into our hands like we did in a few standing poses. Why don't we make a promise to wear this uplifted heart out into the world? I'm Andrea. Thank you so much for practicing with me. I look forward to us doing this again together soon.